Well, football fans and fanatics, friends and enemies. This is the dawning of a new day. Tomorrow will be the Super Bowl featuring the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. But what I want you to know more than anything, it is time to set the record straight and get the record straight. Because as we come to the end of the football season, we're coming into a day of a new dawning. We're going to find out what the Philadelphia Eagles, led by Jalen Hurts, is all about. They're coming in with new offensive coordinators and other football coaches and players. It's going to be a shifting up of the team. And some things going to remain the same, but some things are going to change. So I want to set the record straight because I want you all to know that Jalen Hurts them are going to have their work cut out for them. They're going to have a season where Jalen Hurts is going to have to play like he never has before. What's about to take place, what's already been taking place, is there's so many quarterbacks in the NFL right now that are good quarterbacks. And I'm talking about we've never been faced before, I would say in the last 30 years, probably. This group of quarterbacks that they have now are good. They are good and they've honed their skills. And we know that Jalen is right up there amongst them, but he's going to be the very best. So, what I want you to get ready and check out and see what's about to take place and what's going to have to happen. And I want to get the record straight to show you that Jalen is going to have to go into a whole nother mode. Yeah, he's got a new offensive coordinator come in. They're going to mix up a lot of the plays. Uh, and he's been hurt and hampered by a lot of injuries, but that's okay. This year, we believe that he's going to have a different coordinator going to put in some technique and defenses that can stop him from taking a lot of the licks and a lot of the sacks because he was the most rush quarterback of everybody. They had the roughest season in the NFL. And for the last 7 games of the season, for them to just implode, it was a lot of things going on. Mistakes were made, mainly, and I'm going to say this, by the coaching staff. And believe it or not, I've already saw that years ago. When the coach starts being more like a cheerleader and a coach, you got a problem. A lot of guys are playing ball, they just starting out and they becoming cheerleaders. We don't need cheerleaders. The players need to focus on players. The coaches need to focus on coaching because the guys on the field, it's very hard to do both because they're locked in to try to get the ball moving up and down the field and do different techniques. And they ain't got time to be worrying about the play clock, the rundown clock, and all that. That's a part of the game. But the coaches need to be thinking about situation and how to make the whole team move further and all to do better. And all of them come in sequence. So we want you to see that. Amen. So with that being said, I want you to get ready for the year that's coming, but this one's coming to an end. But I want you to get ready because I'm going to be talking about a lot of things about what Jalen brought to the table, how a lot of these quarterbacks, a lot of them have caught up, and they're caught up to the point where in any single game, these guys can beat you. They're that good. You got guys like the guy for the Cardinals. He's a good quarterback. He can beat you. You got Russell Wilson. He can beat you. You got Trevor Lawrence. He can beat you. You got my goodness, can't even name them all. Okay, you just got a guy who won an MVP. He can beat you. You got Deshaun Watson. You got quarterbacks out there. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something to see these guys. Some of them who didn't even make it as far as Jaden and them. But I'm telling you, they're getting better. Even Tua Tagovailoa. That's just to name a few. I think you're gonna have at least 12 quarterbacks who are going to be guys who can come out and actually will their team to win. So even though the Philadelphia Eagles has the talent, they have the talent, but they don't uh, have the coaching. And now that you got all of these quarterbacks with their talent level being up, they can win at least one game. And that's when all the issues are going to take place. So we want you to get ready. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, get ready because I'm going to set the record straight and call it like it is. Um, they've already kind of set up things to where if the season starts slow, they're going to move that coach out of there. So Jay's going to be here for a while. He's got a lot to come into this new season. So things are finna happen. and I'm believing God that things are going to go greatly. But we want you all to give Jalen a fair shake. That's all I've ever asked, and just watch his play and watch what he does and watch what the Eagles do. I think a lot of the football guys have taken a page from Jalen's demeanor, his focus, his steadfastness, and with that, they have the talent and ability. And I mentioned all those quarterbacks, right? But remember, I didn't mention Mahomes and I didn't mention Purdy. And those are the two guys who are in the Super Bowl right now. Last year, it was Mahomes and Jalen. Now it's Purdy and Mahomes. So within that little block, all these other quarterbacks, and some of them I know I missed their names, but listen, I'm telling you, that's what's going to make it tough. You're going to have a lot of good quarterbacks. Matter of fact, the guy from the New York, you got to watch him. He's coming back off of injury, Achilles heel. He's an old veteran. They got a lot of quarterbacks to worry about. So with that, they're gonna have to keep their mind focused. And then the first game of the season, they're already playing already playing overseas. Gonna play in Brazil. No NFL team has played over there before in Brazil. They're gonna play in Brazil, and so after that, they're gonna play a game in New Orleans. It's gonna be a home game. So I hope to see you there. Um, hope to meet you there in New Orleans. They're gonna play a game in New Orleans, so we know they're coming to New Orleans, and we want to be there. So with all that being said, I'm going to be signing off. After the game tomorrow, we'll know who are the champions for the whole next year. But before the season comes out and some of the trades begin to shift and different things, and the preseasons begin to start, we're going to get warmed up. And besides that, those of you follow my ministry, you're going to go on see God's Vision Ministry, what's going on. But get ready. We're going to set the record straight. Birds of a feather, we do flock together. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. So let's see what's going on. Birds of a feather. Come on, can we flock together now? What's going on? I can't get it on. Let's hear it. Yeah. I love, you know, think Sanders talk about his theme music. This is mine. Yeah. Yep. Setting the record straight. The birds of a feather. We're gonna flock together. Get ready. Great things are happening in the sports world, in the real world, and the spiritual world. Yeah.